What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome to Valheim. So this is a game that I actually got from one of my viewers. They recommended that I played it and I didn't have the money to get it, so they went ahead and gifted it to me. So thanks to Drifter for gifting me the game. So I never heard anything about this game. I didn't even know the game existed until Bitfighter actually recommended it to me. And I checked it out, took a look at it. We actually streamed it for about 8 hours, and it's a really fun game to play. Now, the animation quality is pixelated, which is actually kind of cool, but this game is extremely grindy. It takes a lot. So all we do is go ahead and start the game. And this is the character that I have in my live stream. We're going to go ahead and start a new character so we can go ahead and start recording. So we'll come over here to new. And now I have to figure out what I want my character to look like. Probably do the exact same thing I did with my other character. Let's go short hair. Oop, short one. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's kind of like my real life hair when I had some. And beard, we'll go ahead and go with a short beard. Number 2. I kind of like that one right there. Alright, now we need a name. So since this is just going to be for recording, let's just go ahead and name this Solo. And done. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and hit start. Now I need to decide what I want to do with the world. Dragon Nation is the one we're using for the live stream, so I need to start a new world. And we're going to call it shit, I don't know. Solo? Let's just call it Solo. Now, the name of your world has to be at least 5 characters, so we're gonna name this Solo Play. Go. Let's hit done. And now we have a new world. Now, there's a couple different options you have for creating a world. If you want to play in co-op with just your friends, go ahead and select Start Server. And only your friends from like Steam will be able to join you. If you do a community server, that will be so other people, just random people, can join you. And you guys could do PvP. You can turn PvP on and off. Of course, it does also need a password. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be a solo play, so I'm not too worried about it. And here we go. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held their prison to the world tree, and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, the world slumbered easily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard of his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors dead to the world, and they would be in Valheim. They'd be brought back to life in Valheim. So basically what happened is, or what I'm gathering, is Odin, the All-Father, banished his enemies to this world. But they're starting to grow in strength, so he grabbed one of his greatest warriors from Midgard, which is Earth, to come to this world and fight for him. And there's the Valkyrie, bringing us into the world. I actually like the way they did the Valkyrie. Valkyries were supposed to be like half human, half bird, something like that. And here we come. And there we are. That right there, that is Hugin, whatever his name is. That is one of the All-Father's ravens. He has 2 of them, Hugin and Moonin. They're pretty much his eyes. They have some significance, but I'm not completely sure about them. Let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are Sacrificial Stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Of course, you all know what Valhalla is. It's like the heaven for the Norse. And again, these magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing toward the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. So pretty much telling us we have to face a boss, but we have a long way to go before we get there. Alright, let's go ahead and read the signpost. So this is our... Oh, it looks like we're close to water. Cool. This is where we spawned in. This is where we start. And this is where the boss is. They're actually kind of close, which is not half bad. If we go ahead and zoom out, we can see the rest of the map, which means we're on a circular map, which is the world. And I still have not gone through the entire map on my my live stream map, so it takes quite some time. So I guess what we should do is go ahead and go over to the altar so you guys can see. Get out of here. I think it's that way. A little bit more that way. So we'll go over here so I can go ahead and show you guys what we need in order to spawn the first boss. Now, the first boss will give us a few items and will also give us a few blueprints that we kind of need to help start. Oh, a little pond. Oh no, it's a river. It is a beautiful game, but it'll give us stuff that we need in order to start our first really big house or lodge, whatever you want to call the damn thing. So this right here is the altar where we spawn in the boss, and I got some stuff following me. Hold on. Come here. So those little guys right there are next. When you do defeat them, they explode and they drop items. If we hit tab, we'll see that, oh, I only got one necktail. Necktails you can eat, which is kind of cool. All right, let's see what you got to say, Hugin. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar, and they will come. Be wary, though, the Forsaken are not easy prey. So craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. All right. So, oh, now what do you want, dude? He talks a lot in the beginning. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. He's pretty much calling us an idiot right now. Just pick things up and it will come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Moonin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Alright. And he's off. Alright, so the first altar, this is where we go ahead and make our sacrifice to spawn the boss. Eikthyr, that's his name. And this rune right over here will tell us what we need. So, hunt his kin. Now up here you see the stag. That tells us that we need stag heads in order to spawn the boss. We need 2 of them. Let me see. Can I close you out? Thank you. So yeah, right at this altar, we need to go ahead and get 2 stag, kill 2 stag, get their heads, and bring it over here. And look at this. Man, the artwork in this game, I do like it. I always like these simple ones. Doesn't take a whole lot, but they do a lot with it. Pretty. I also like how stuff that's further away is kind of out of focus, and it gets more in focus when you get closer. Looks like we got a few things over there that we're not quite ready for yet. Alright, so the first thing I would like to... Oh, no, I do need to go over there. First thing I would like to do is find a place to start our little excursion. Now, the best thing to do right now is to find ourselves a structure that's already built and repair it. It doesn't take any resources to repair, so it's the best option to start out. Problem is, there's a structure right there, but I got a bunch of stuff in between me and it. I need a weapon. I need All right, so these little trees, if we come up to the regular trees, you'll notice that if we hit it, it doesn't do any damage. But if we come up to this little tiny tree, the sapling, it will. That means we can knock this down to get wood. Not exactly, oh, I missed. Not exactly sure how much it gives us. Let's see. That one gave us 2. So now I can actually build myself a club after I get 6. So I'm gonna have to crack open a couple of these. Come on. Oh, he's coming over to me. Well, we're gonna have to do hand to hand because I don't have enough wood yet. So one thing you gotta keep in mind, attacking uses up stamina. It actually uses up a little bit. Blocking uses up a lot of stamina, which kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Come on. Yeah, see, now I have no stamina, so I can't attack, I can't block. So I have to back off to go ahead and get some more. There we go. Now he's going to explode, and we'll be able to get ourselves resin, which allows us to make torches. Alright, let me go ahead and grab a little bit more wood so we can go ahead and make our first weapon. Because we do have a few boar over there that are blocking our way. There we go. How many do I have now? Club. There we go. Now we can go ahead and make our first weapon. And also, my health is pretty... it's down. I need to eat, but unfortunately I don't have any food. So, we're going to have to try this out. Try not to die. So, the boar will actually give you 2 different things. I think. Only 2. Meat or hide. So, let's kill this one and I'll show... oh, there's 2 of them. I didn't see the other one. Oh, he's going to run. Oh, there's the 3rd one. Shit. Oh, hey. Killed 2 pigs with 1 hit. Cool. Hugan. What do you gotta say now? You have found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long... oh, shit. Yeah, oh, shit. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. So I can't eat raw meat. Raw meat will make me sick. So what I have to do is I have to cook it first. There we go. I got that one. Where did the other one go? Where are you? Oh, there he is. Only 2 health. So let's try this. Oh, are you just gonna run? There we go. Alright, so this is the structure I've seen. As you can see, it is a bit damaged. But it shouldn't take too much to repair because repairing does not take any resources. But first, there's a few things that I do need to do. Over here, we can find flint, which won't give me anything right now. This game is kind of like Satisfactory in the fact that you have to find an item or a resource in order to get the blueprints that you could build with it. Also, this game comes from the developers of Satisfactory, Coffee Stain. So it does make sense that it is kind of like Satisfactory. Alright, so the next thing I need to find... did I find stone? I think I did. Let me see. Yes, I did. So now that we found stone, we can make a stone axe. We can make a hammer, which we're going to need here in a second. But what I'm going to need is... let's go and get this flint. I'm going to need a lot more stone. It's going to take a ton of stone to get this done. Now, at some point, I will get a pickaxe so I could go up to these boulders right here to get stone. But for right now, I have to find the stuff on the ground. These ones right here. And I am going to need a lot of them. That's why this game is extremely grindy. But it is satisfying. It's satisfying enough that it kind of breaks the monotony of the grind. Alright, there's some more stone. Also, when it comes to wood, there's a couple other different ways you can get it. You could either come to these little twigs that are laying on the ground. You can beat these little saplings. You can get a hatchet to break down these trees, or you can get wood from the stumps themselves. The stump of the tree. Do I have enough? Yes, I do have enough to make a hammer. So let's go ahead and craft that real quick. And now we can go ahead and get started because we did learn some of the blueprints we're going to need. Oh, and there's Hugin. Go talk to that little prick. What you got to say now? With this tool, you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. All right, now that we got that, I'm going to need some resources in order to craft it. All right, so what we're going to need, I'm going to grab this wood. Right now, if we hit tab, this will show us our inventory. It'll show us our resources, also the food that we do have. Over here on the right side, it will show the stuff that we can craft. Or I could bring out my hammer, hit the right mouse button, and see all the things that I could build right now. So we have a campfire, we have a wood stack, and a stone pile. The wood stack requires 50 wood to build. All it is kind of like storage for wood. The stone is the same way. Crafting, the first thing that I need to build is this right here, the workbench. Now, this is one of the things that I don't like about this game. Now, it does make sense that you have to have a workbench in order to build stuff. It kind of sets up like a perimeter of stuff you can build within its range. But not only do you have to do it for constructing items, you also have to do it for deconstructing items, also for repair. So I cannot repair this hut until I get that out. So let's see, oh yeah, 3. What did I need for that? I need 10 wood. So if you have a tool in your hand and you want to go ahead and put it away, just hit R. And if you hit R again, it will bring it back out. But like I said, for right now, I need wood. So I think with the club, you could also take these down a little bit faster than by bare hand. Yes, you can. And they gave me 3. So it shouldn't take me too long to get enough resources. There we go. Do I have enough to make it now? Yep, I got 10. I think that's what I was needing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go on the inside. We're going to look around, see if there's anything here. Well, there's a bed that I can't sleep in, so I'll have to get rid of that and put something else in here. Another bed. Build one myself. So it looks like we got a 3 by... Is that 4? 1, 2... We'll see when we can repair. Well, this is actually not a bad start. It's a really good start. But we need to go ahead and place down this guy so we can go ahead and get to repairing. So we'll put him down right here. There we go. Now it says we can construct other stuff too. Let's go ahead and hit R. Come up to Hugin and see what he's got to say. The workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots of more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Okay, thanks for telling me. One thing you got to keep in mind with the workbench is it does have to have a roof over it in order to get into the workbench itself, where you can build other tools, weapons, shields, a hoe, which we're going to need here pretty soon, and spear. I never did try the spear, but right now let's just go ahead and start repairing. So 3, let's hit the right mouse button, select the hammer, and now we should be able to repair, and it's not going to cost us any resources. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is a 3 by 4. Cool. This was actually a really good hut to start out with. Let's go ahead and hit. Now, if you want to delete an item, like you misplace it, what you do is you hit the middle mouse button and it will destroy it, but it doesn't look like it wants to do it for me. All right, it won't do it. Yeah, it won't do it for the bed, and I can't get underneath the bed. Yeah, I did not know that. Well, learn something new every day. But yeah, let's go ahead and go around, do some repairs, and I'll try to figure out why I cannot destroy that bed. So yeah, we're just going to go around and repair everything that we can that's not... that I can actually access and get to. Alright, I think is that everything? I think that was everything. I would like to get rid of the bed, but that's okay. We got plenty of room to start out with. Well, maybe I can. Hold on. If I get rid of that floor, I will get the resources back. Maybe not. I was kind of hoping that deleting the floors would get rid of the bed, but nope. Did not work. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the right mouse button. We'll go to building. Go to our wood floor and put that back in. Now, the stat points are kind of difficult to figure out at first when you first play this game, but just kind of mess with it a little bit and you'll find it. Missing required. Wood. I guess I didn't grab all of it. Alright, so next thing I need to do is we need to build ourselves a stone axe so we can get more wood a little bit quicker. I'm going to need 5 wood for that one. Now, these trees right here, which are the birch trees, they're the white ones, we will not be able to break those down with the stone axe. I need at least a bronze axe in order to cut those down. Those will give us fine wood for stuff we'll see in future episodes. Alright, let's get our club. So yeah, the game can be extremely grindy, but it is a lot of fun. I do like it. Now, one thing I could do, since I'm kind of pissed off about that tree, or that bed that's inside of the house, I could just go ahead and destroy the entire house and build it somewhere else. I will get the resources back for it. But I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that. Alright, I should... oh shit, here we go. There we go. I still only have 2 health. I need to heal that up. Alright, so I should have enough. I could go ahead and build the axe now. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that in. Actually, let's put that number 1. Since it is the item that I'm going to be using most, it's the best place to put it. Then, of course, our weapon in number 2. Here, pretty soon, I am going to have to repair my weapon. So we can do that in the workbench right here on the right hand side. Right now, it doesn't cost any resources to repair things. So we're pretty much repairing them for free. So I guess what I need to do is I need to go ahead and get a fire down as well. Because we need to cook up some food. So let's go... is it miscellaneous? Yeah. So what I'm missing right now is stone. The only way to get that stone is to find it on the ground. So this is going to take me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and collect a few resources so that way we can get some stuff done. And then we'll be right back. Alright, now that I finally found all the resources that we need. Got everything, I think. No, I missed one. I think I just repaired these, so it looks like they're damaged because they're not on any supports. But some we'll have to figure out with the next house that we're building. But for right now, like I said, this one's just temporary. I don't really care too much. Alright, so we're going to place our fire right here. Valid placement. What? Oh, it can't be inside. That's right. So whenever you place a fire, it cannot be on a foundation. It has to be on the ground. So one thing we can do is I do want to put it inside of the hut because the rain will put the fire out. So I'm going to get rid of this foundation right here. So that way I can put the fire in its place. And now we got ourselves a little bit of light. Next thing I need to do is I need crafting. We need ourselves a cooking station. Now this took me a little while to figure out. You can't just put the cooking station anywhere you want to. You have to actually place it right above the fire. Just like that. And I think we do have some stuff we can cook. Let me see. So we have cook item. Yes. So we did have some meat that we got from the boars, and we also had some meat we got from the necks. Only 2 though. What the hell are you doing, dude? Alright, so when it comes to the fire, it does require wood to keep it burning. So let's go ahead and put one down. Stoke the fire a little bit, give it a little bit more fuel. Now, somebody did tell me that putting a fire this close to a oh, the food's done. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, shit. I got too close to the fire. And I died. Now, of course, because I don't have a bed down, it's going to spawn me right back at the start. So the issue that I have now is I got to find my way back, which was right here on the map. So we need to go off to the right. Yep, that way. So let me go ahead and get back and grab our oh, no, we got Huggin. What is he going to say? Each time you are struck down, you will forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of the accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed whenever home may be, or wherever home may be. So yeah, that's one thing I hadn't done yet, is I hadn't put down a bed so we don't have a spawn point. So let me go ahead and get back home. We'll grab our food, make sure that we eat, and then I can show you guys the mechanics of that. Home sweet home. So whenever you die, it leaves this right here. It leaves a little headstone. All you have to do is come up to it, hit E, and there you go. You get all your stuff back. But make sure the hell is corpse run. Up on the top of the screen, see a countdown and it says corpse run. Maybe you can't be attacked, but I was just attacked. Maybe other players cannot attack you. I don't know. But we need to go ahead and put back on our clothes. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put my clothing up here at the top. Alright, so now that we have some food, as you can see in the left-hand corner, there are 3 slots right here on the side. That means we could eat 3 different items and put them into our stomach. Now, each one has its own perks. So with the mushroom, we have the weight, we have the amount of health it gives us, how much it adds to the health that we already have. It has the stamina that it adds to the stamina that we already have. And then it lasts for 600 seconds and gives us 1 HP tick per tick. So what will happen, right now as you can see our max health is 25. If I eat that mushroom, it will go up to, health is 15, so it will go up to 40. Then of course the meat has a different values. So the weight is 1, health is 40, stamina 30. It lasts for 1200 seconds and it gives us 2 HP per tick. Then of course we have the grilled necktail. So the weight, the max health will be 35, the stamina is 20, and it gives us 2 HP per tick and it lasts for 1000 seconds. So let me try to do the math on this. So this one will give us 15 more max health. So 15, this one will give us 40, so that's 55, and this one will give us 35, which is 90. So we'll eat that one, and that one. As you can see, that bar went up. Max health is now 90, so we gotta wait for it to regen. Now the food stays over here because each food had a timer on it. So the mushroom had 600 seconds, so it will stay in that box for 600 seconds, allowing us to regen our health. There it goes. So the thing is every time that you eat and that food goes away, your max health will not stay. You'll only have that max health while you have that food in these boxes right here. So once these are no longer in my stomach, the timer runs out, my max health will go back down to, I think it goes back down to 25. So food does go pretty quick if you eat a lot. Did I just turn red? I have no clue. If you eat a lot, your food will go away quickly. Basically, the only time you really need to eat is when you're out exploring or when you're going up against the boss. It's the only times that's really important. So keep that in mind. So that way you're not wasting food. Now, there isn't starvation in the game, or at least not that I've seen, so that will not be an issue. Oh, I know what happened. See, the thing is, right now, we don't have anywhere for the smoke in this house to go. So the whole house is filling up with smoke and it's suffocating me. So what I'm going to do, I can't put out the fire. I have to wait for it to run out. But another thing I do need, I'll figure that out at some point. I'll build like a chimney. So with furniture, we get ourselves a bed, we get a chest, and we get a standing torch. What I need to do is go ahead and put in a bed, so that way we have a spot to respawn. So we'll put you right there. And of course, dude wants to talk to us again. So sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It is good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while exploring. Also, another thing you need to keep in mind is after you build the bed, you need to claim it. There we go. This is our bed now. So not a half bad start. We still have a long way to go. We have ourselves a nice little temporary hut, which we'll probably use until we go up against the boss. Now, to get ready for that, we're going to need ourselves better armor, which we could get in the workbench. We'll need better armor, we'll need better tools or weapons. First thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and build a bow so we can go hunt some deer. Now, the skin that the deer gives us will give us more blueprints to get a little bit better armor. And then, of course, we'll go up against the boss and all that stuff, but we'll worry about that in future episodes. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.